we can't divulge who's taking over for Rylie Mills, but Heinisch was a quick fix for Howard Cross. It seemed obvious, reserved to go in. Rubio, it seemed that way for Mills. How do you prepare a guy? Heinisch was never injured this year. How do you prepare a guy like Rubio and then someone Sevillano, anyone coming up to the pipe in a week for this challenge?
You know, prepare them in a week. They've been preparing every single day, all season long, and that's why every rep you do in practice matters and is evaluated, because you don't know when that rep is going to be thrusting against Georgia, right? And so you have to prepare in a way in practice that you're, one, improving, but two, you're ready if your numbers call it. And we got a lot of guys that prepare that way and that will have a bigger role. But obviously, you know, Donnie's played at a high level, Ge Rubio's playing at a high level, and Howard's obviously back. So we'll get whoever that fourth and fifth guy ready to roll. But they've been preparing for this moment all season. It's not something that you just do right now.
And then kind of planning for Georgia's defense, like linebacker like Jalon Walker, and his versatility and ability to impact the game. How do you plan to go up against a guy like that?
Yeah, he is. You know, he's one of them, if not the best linebacker we'll face all year. He's a problem. He does some really good things in the run and the pass game. He's physical, strike you, good instincts. He's a really, really good football player. And you can't run around linebackers. You gotta go and you gotta attack. And so it's gonna be a great challenge for us. I think he's a heck of a football player. Got a lot of respect for him.
Coach, I know you didn't mention Bryce Young in the injury report, so I'm assuming he's good to go. Just kind of, what has his last couple of days been like since that playoff game, and what he actually did in that playoff game as a true freshman? With all the injuries you've had on the defensive line, how big is his stability?
Yeah, he played really, really well. He's played well all season. He's a difference maker, man. To be a true freshman and playing at the level he's playing at, he's got some great genetics, you know. Make sure you give Mom a shout out too. But he prepares the right way, and he's performing at a high level, and he's a huge part of what we're doing defensively. And we're going to need another big game out of him as we get ready for Georgia.
Kyngstonn, what has he been able to do so far, and what are you going to be looking for, you know, over the next week plus for him to be able to play next week? Yeah,
mostly he's been rehabbing. You know, obviously getting mental work in. But hasn't been able to practice. You know, for now we want to see the progression in the practice, and then you know, build that confidence. He built that confidence in himself and also in his coaches and the doctors that he can go out there and get his job done, which I think he will.